Damn right. Hi everyone. I know you're all thinking, God, why did they let this guy back on stage? But I'm back. That run before me was very weird. QT is a weird game, but we're gonna keep it weird because this game is similarly weird. We're gonna get into that in a little bit, but Super Kiwi 64 is a pretty straightforward game. It's inspired by the N64 era of collectathons, so it's gonna be a lot of collecting things. As you heard, we're going to be doing the 50 gem category because that shows off literally everything in the game. So, uh, pretty straightforward. It's just the completionist category. I'm going to let this intro play out a little bit because there is a story behind this game. It's pretty straightforward. The Kiwi that we know and love has been swept into a really bad weather storm, this tornado that whisks them away into a floating island where they meet a dog character, and hopefully this intro will finish up soon. I forgot how long it is, but there it is. Cool. Has a cute little cinematic that I want to show. Beanie in the background there. Shout out to the Hellfridge. But yeah, Beanie in the background. Way too long to explain. But boom, there's the tornado and dog. Jump scare. Oops. But yeah, that dog will help us escape. He gives us a backpack with all sorts of powers. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started now. In 3, 2, 1. Alright, first things first, Kiwi's move set is pretty straightforward. By pressing the mouse 1 button, you can do this little nose boost. I don't actually know what it's called, but I'm gonna say nose boost. That allows you to attach onto walls. We'll see that in just a second. Otherwise, he can jump, glide, all sorts of stuff. And otherwise, I'm going to be holding sprint this whole time because sprinting, of course, is fast. Additionally, you can crouch in this game. We'll have a fun story about that, but if you crouch jump, you actually go a lot higher. So we'll be using that all throughout the game to get some extra distance. This first level, pretty straightforward, is just doing a bunch of tasks. These tasks will show up time and time again, but the common threads are the free-floating gems, the targets, the gears that you have to collect. They're basically rings, and then, oh no, I failed. And then the big golden rings. And then additionally, there are just some gems free floating, but well, we should be able to get them just fine. Hop through that mushroom with a crouch jump and nose boost over to collect these gears, going to boom off of those 2 mushrooms, saving a little bit of time compared to doing it just both one mushroom after another. Hop on over to this ship. We'll want to break these 3 targets. Shout out to Melee. And then, boom, right on top of the ship there, the gem spawns. So, boom. Then, just right on over, we'll collect these last gears, this last gem right on top of this mushroom. And then this last line, which will spawn a gem right on top of this ship. And boom. And then this gem spawned because the red rings. Now we'll do a bit of jumping parkour right over to the very last stage in the game, the 8th stage. Don't worry, it's not over quite yet, but we just do this to get it out of the way since it reduces some travel time in the hub. Here, we're not going to be using nose boosting at all other than to climb walls, as you can see there. Because this stage is special. We get a backpack, and by sprinting, or an improved backpack rather, and by sprinting we have 3 boosters, which makes us go zoomy. Here we're going to jump all the way to this gym that skips hitting some targets, and then go to the right and collect some more gears and this I believe 4th ring. Additionally, we'll be collecting this red key. There are 3 keys in this stage which unlock a cave that we'll see at the end. Then we're going to go through these flags all nice and quick. Just go through the water. I don't know if Kiwis can swim or not, but we're gonna do it anyways. And that spawns the gem, and then collect this next ring. That will spawn the gem on top of the sub here. Collect this gem, crouch jump on up to the top, grab that key, grab this gem, and right on over, going to collect these last gears, and then that cave that you saw just there in the background will be our last gem. That's what we need the 3 keys for, and boom. Going to press escape back to hub, and then go to the 7th stage. 7th stage is going to be back to normal, where we can't run as fast, but here we're going to hop to this island in the background, grab the silver key, or blue, it looks silver to me, to open up that chest. Additionally, just go on over these platforms. You may notice a gem down there right below us. We're going to avoid that for now. One small thing about nose boosting is that it's faster to nose boost on slopes, and we'll be using this all on the top of this big mountain here. You just saw how fast that was. Press this pink button. Purple? I don't know. Pink? It looks pink to me. To raise. Honestly, what is that? I don't know. Big iron giant dude. And then grab the ring there and the gem on top. Grab this gem in the boats. Grab these, hit that hidden ring, and then over to the iron giant himself. Then hit the targets on his back. Going to collect this ring before hitting the second target, right behind his noggin. And then over into this target, boom. That will spawn something in the the big skull's nose, which we're going to crouch jump up, but on the way there we're going to collect these gems. And then boom, crouch jump, boom, boom. Alright, and so this brings us to our stage 6, where this stage is pretty straightforward. It's a big tower, we're going to climb it while going along these sides to collect everything, which gives me time to tell the story. When this game first released, it had been in development for quite a while, I believe. I'm not sure the exact amount of time, but quite a while. Enough time to where, as a dev, sometimes you forget things that you've implemented into your games. Going to do a quick crouch jump. And that brings us to how crouch jumping got discovered. When this game released, a person by the name of Esno was one of the first people to run it. And by the time they started running it, they had figured out that you could crouch in this game. And when I started learning this game, I was using Esno's runs as a guide as sorts. We're gonna skip that gym for now, come back to it later. Jump up, boom. And I was using Esno's guides as runs as a guide of sorts. And when I was watching Esno's runs, I was very confused because he was hitting some honestly way too high jumps. Like, there are quite a few in this stage, and he got them effortlessly while I had to kind of reach for them. They were much harder for me. And then I realized that he isn't jumping the normal height. So I asked him in his YouTube comments. I missed that jump, unfortunately. We're gonna come on back then. Wait for the platforms to respawn, please. Thank you. So I asked him in his YouTube comments, how was... Oh my god, okay, hold on. No, okay. You want to hit that with a coyote jump, but that's fine. So I asked him in his YouTube comments just how he was jumping so high. And he was like, you can crouch in the game, and that makes you jump higher. I was like, cool, I'm going to bring this up to the Discord. Also, small piece of tech here. Didn't get it. If you collect that gear and the gem at the same time, you'll actually skip the animation of the Kiwi collecting the gem. It's the only time it's used. And that's the 6th level. We'll have more time to finish up our story in level 5, because this is just a very big puzzle. Shout out to the fetus buttons. I don't know what's up with that. This game's weird. But yeah, I asked Esno how he did that. He was like, crouching, my man. And then I was like, you can crouch in this game? That's kind of cool. And so I brought it up in the Discord. And then the developer of the game was like, you can crouch in this game? So I don't know why I hit that button. I'm not supposed to hit that button, because water prevents you from nose boosting, but if we're on the very edge, there we go, cool, hit that button. He was like, you can crouch in this game? He had completely forgotten he added it. And, I found the water. Okay, that's fine. A bit slow, but that's fine. Yeah, he just completely forgot he added it, and so you can't crouch on the Switch version. This game had a Switch release, and it kind of caused issues in the speedrun community because, of course, that's a really big disadvantage to not be able to crouch, because that allows you to do certain strats you wouldn't otherwise. So we ended up getting a console PC board split. Everything is fine, but it was really interesting to me because it just goes to show that you need to document your games and everything you add on a day-by-day basis. But, of course, it makes for an interesting story nonetheless. Here, we're going to hit this button after this very long puzzle sequence. Most of it's pretty straightforward. And that raises the tower from the roof. It goes down, not up. And before you're thinking, oh, you could just nose boost and climb all the way up. No, you can't. There's a big cage. So we tried. We've tried to no-clip get through that. No way. Not gonna happen. After that stage, we're gonna go back and go to the train station. The train station is pretty nice. First and foremost, immediately hit that box, and then hit these two boxes after collecting the ring up there. Just barely made that jump. Alright. And typically this pink button the game wants you to hit because it raises a bunch of lava that allows you to get over to these platforms. However, with the power of gliding and crouch jumping, we'll be able to, boom, just right over there. We'll collect that green key card that will be helpful in just a moment, but otherwise, this jump might be too low. I could have totally just wall climbed, actually. It's fine. But, hold on, wait, I cannot save this. That's awkward. Okay, well, we'll go back to the main part of the stage and just climb up again. That's fine, it happens. Gonna collect this gem on the way. Why not? Just come all the way up here and, okay, that's fine. Mistakes happen. All good. But, try that again. Boom. There we go. Hit these 3 targets. Don't do that again, please. Hit these 3 targets to spawn a gem, and then immediately after grabbing this gem, we'll go all the way down here. This green door, you can imagine what the green key card is for. That house is a gem. And boom. Thankfully, we don't have to collect any of the gears that were over there, so we can just immediately hop on over to this gem, free floating in the air. And then here we'll collect the last golden ring, which we have to immediately turn around for that gem there. And then collect the last few gears, and that will be the last gem in the train station. Alright. And we have just 2 levels left. So as you grab that 6th gem, we have next up another tower level. Except this one's the desert tower. So, climb up this. Shout out to the moving platforms in the game, where most of the time it's actually just faster to crouch jump and climb up the wall. That large conveyor belt section behind us, we're gonna skip for now, because we can do that a bit later, and it's a bit faster, just makes the lines a bit tighter. And then I'm going to make sure I don't forget a ring while climbing up this, while climbing up this tower. If I could climb up this tower, unfortunate. At the top of this is a gem. Oh my god, get out of my way. Those things are weird and annoying. They'll block your nose boost and they deal damage, but it's fine. They're not really a huge threat. Jump on up. Boom. Try to do this real nice and fast. This game's really hard to speedrun. It has a very high skill ceiling as well, because nose boosting, it can be incredibly fast if you do it well. Unfortunately, I'm not that good, but that's okay. I missed that ring, so we're gonna jump back. There we go. And boom. Grab all of the gems that are just up here. It's so many, but then we'll immediately turn around, and that one area we skipped is just right under our noses, of which Kiwi has a very large nose. Look at this thing. Jesus. But collect the last gem, and then we're coming up soon on time. You'll notice we have 48 gems, and that allows us into the jungle temple. There's a single gem up here, and then throughout the game, oh no, I messed up that code, okay. Throughout the game, there are hidden codes that you're meant to decipher. Of course, I didn't do that when learning this category. I just learned the one code we need, which is this, which allows us into Kiwi 64. This game has a very old prequel. It's a very popular speed game, apparently. But it's just a very big tower that we're gonna climb up, collect the 5th gem, 2 of them, and then exit out to menu. And when we hit this plane, it'll be time. So in 3, 2, 1, time. The dog that owns that plane helps us escape the floating islands through all the power stones we collected. So that was Super Kiwi 64. Once again, this game's super fun. It has a really high difficulty skill ceiling, but it's super easy to pick up. All you need is the game and some routing knowledge. There are, again, much like the game I ran before, aren't any big glitches. There's like maybe a small one or two, but I didn't even hit it in this run, so like whatever. And otherwise, it's just a fun time. It's a fun time. The only problem is that this game doesn't have like a delete save button, so you have to go into your files every time. But hey, you can figure out a way around that. I think there's a script that people use, but I don't know how to use that because I'm very not tech literate. But yeah. That was Super Kiwi 64. As for me, I'm gonna do some quick shoutouts. You can find me everywhere as shovelclaws, just one word, mainly on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. I want to also mention shout out to the games community. There's a lot of people, not a ton of people who run this game, but the people who do are good. Um, I think world record for this game for this category just got beaten too. And additionally, I'd like to shout out Spark 3 because I've been running that game a lot, and it's currently my passion project. That game's sick. Go watch my world record, smiley face. And lastly, I just want to shout out my partner, Ben. He's a lovely little guy. I love him. But otherwise,
Of course,
that's all from me.
partners are very important. They support you through everything. I know about it. Thank you so much, Shovel. This was a great, very fast game. And, they told me that Kiwis can't fly, but definitely this Kiwi has found a way to do that.
He can fly on his own, but with some help from friends.
Yes, yeah, it can, like, soar, but it can't really super fly, but clearly this Kiwi is the better species, the more intelligent species, and they found out how to fly. Yeah, thank you so much for running for us. Thank you so much for showcasing this cute game. Definitely a lot of fun and very good music, as I can tell. Yeah, we're going to go into a break because we're going to set up for the next run, which is the Doritos Crash Course run by Tempest Mask 1000.
Such a weird game.
Yeah, it's going to be very fun to watch that one, and I'm looking forward to it. So, you know, grab some water, stay hydrated, and meet us back to see some Doritos, I guess, or grab your Mountain Dew. But
I don't even know if any Doritos are in that game.
we're gonna find out. All right, stay tuned, guys.